Thank you for that. That was great. Good evening, everybody. I know a lot of you who know me have been wondering what I was going to say tonight, and so have I. No, I'm kidding. I actually find it actually rather easy to talk about Rob, because Rob is actually the person that I've known the longest. You know, with the exception of my parents and our older brother, or excuse me, our older sister, our older sister Corinne. With the exception of those two people, Rob's the person I've known the longest. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Rob's brother Tom, and we're actually very, very close in age. About as close as siblings can get without being twins. We can get a little bit closer, but not too much closer. We actually miss being Irish twins by 2 days. 2 days, because our dad is actually only half Irish. And he actually prefers Scotch. As opposed to a more American, or Irish whiskey, which probably could have gotten the job done. Nonetheless, Rob and I very close in age. I was actually born 9 months and 7 days after New Year's, and he was born 9 months and 9 days after New Year's on the following year. For those of you that need it spelled out a little bit clearer, that's coming up in a couple of weeks.
No.
So I've known Rob my whole life, and it's been a pleasure, a true pleasure, because Rob is actually pretty easy to get along with. For those of you who know him, I know you'd probably agree. I could give you countless examples of this through childhood, but there's actually one I want to share that I find amazing. Is the time that his, I believe it was a 6th grade teacher, sent a letter home to our parents' house, explaining that a group of his classmates had they created an organization amongst themselves entitled Rob's People. This was a concern. Not for me. But she sent a letter home to my parents. She wanted to stop because she didn't want the other students, she didn't want the people not in the group to feel shunned. And he did it. He closed the group. No more groups. And I haven't figured out what's more amazing is the fact that he had a group of his 6th grade classmates that wanted to be in Rob's People. And the fact that he was like, guys, we can't do the group anymore. Just like that, just one letter home. I remember this day.
Blue gold.
It was probably 20 years ago. I remember my mother reading the letter. Not sure if we still have it. We should have kept it. But she was reading the letter to us in the kitchen. Opened it from the school, everything. And I almost jumped out of my chair, snatched the letter out of her hands, like, it doesn't say that. It was like, I read it myself, sure enough, Rob's People. I was like, shut the front door. Wow, they actually said that. So the group doesn't make it much further past that. He shuts it down. You don't want your teachers mad at you sending letters home all the time. But if it was me, I probably would have struggled with that. I'd be like, ooh, I'd be like, the teachers are upset. Like maybe we should just be like, all right, guys, we're gonna be Tom's secret people. And I don't know if that would have worked. It just didn't have the same ring. Well, so that should give you a little bit of a base into Rob's effortless charisma that he's had his whole life. And I've been constantly reminded of it. For the last 5 weeks, I really have. For those of you that don't know me, I actually work in the wedding business at Vermont Tent Company, who we can thank for the lovely napkins here this evening. Actually, Rob's been actually working there with us for the last 5 weeks. And on his first day, 5 weeks ago, which is actually his return, because he worked there for a couple seasons in 06 and 07. Everybody kind of let me know what they thought about Rob coming back pretty early, as soon as they found out that he was coming back. A lot of the workers have switched over from the first time that he had worked there 10 years ago. But there was a few that still remember Rob. And when they found out he was coming back, they told me, they say, oh, your brother's coming back? Oh, thank God. Like, are you gonna sign him on your crew, or do you not want to embarrass yourself? And I'm thinking, thanks, Ben. Been working with a coworker for 10 years. Been in the trenches. Didn't realize you were just going through the motions with me. So you didn't he's coming back, so I guess that's good. But there's new people too who had never met Rob at work, and I walk in the door on Rob's first day, and I hear, some guy, hey, your brother's here. Seems to be in better shape than you. Yeah. He's here? Yeah, well, I just had a big dinner. These last 5 years. So it might look that way, I guess. So I go further in the building. Can't take a step. And another guy comes around. Oh, the second best Mercs is here. I'm thinking, oh, hey, Jim. The guy I've taken under my wing the last 3 years. The guy I'm sculpting to be, full supervisor. Trying to groom you, taught you everything I know, give all my secrets away to you. Yeah, good morning. New guy walks by. We never met Rob before. Tom, I just met your brother. I already think I like him more than you. I'm like, all right, buddy, listen, I gotta get to work. So I finally get to the office where the manager is, and Rob's in there. And the manager knows Rob. The manager's been there for 20 years. He remembers Rob. And problem with him, he's a little humorless. He's a little uninventive. So he just says the same thing as one of the other guys already said to me on the way in. So I'm like, yeah, I get it. But it went on like that for 5 weeks. And Rob's actually worked his last day with us. He's going back to Boston. The 5 weeks are up, but not really for me, because I was in the other morning, and one of my coworkers, I could hear him sigh the other morning. He's looking at his clipboard. He's looking at his roster of employees and what he's got, his assignment for the day, and his job contract. And he's like, the wrong Mercs left. But so far, as long as I can remember, people have always liked Rob. And I don't really know why. if I did, I would tell you. And this speech would be called "How to Be Better Liked." but this is a toast to Rob. And I actually have some idea how he does it. The first thing that you need to know about Rob, if you don't know Rob, is that he is a man of passion. He is a music artist, and he has a real passion for it. And people who have like a true passion that they pursue, they're not like you and me, or maybe they are. God bless you, but they're not like most of us. They have this instinctual or natural ability. It comes as second nature to let that which does not matter truly slide. And I've always admired that. Take for example, first of all, take a naysayer. Everybody's seen a naysayer. Take a naysayer, for example, someone in your life who's just out here talking baloney. Rob doesn't give a shish kebab what a naysayer has to say about him, or anything else. Say somebody doesn't like your t-shirt. All right, something simple, and they make that known to you. Do their naysaying. Say they say something like this. Say, that's what you're wearing. Now, now, if it's me, you say that to me.
Still reading off the paper.
I'll go rifling through my trunk, trying to find a sweatshirt, a dirty shirt, anything to cover up the shirt that obviously you do not approve of. Because that wears on me, Rob would simply say, "Yep, been wearing this shirt all day." He wouldn't scour his surroundings for cover up like I would, and then say I couldn't find him. Say I couldn't find something to cover up with. That would weigh on me. I would be, I'd be sitting there all night, second guessing myself. What am I doing? That's a bad taste. That's a bad style. Am I out of touch? This one idiot doesn't like my shirt. That's a serious problem. It would really, really weigh on. I wouldn't be able to get it out of my head. But Rob doesn't think like that. He would say something like, "Hey man, if my choice of clothing bothers you, that's most unfortunate for you." It's like water off a duck's back. It's just, I'm over here being like, maybe I should hire stylists. He's just like the shirt. And that's because when what you really care about is making good music, it doesn't matter what you're wearing or where you're from or who you're gonna vote for. What matters is that you're doing it, and you have what you need to support you while you're living the mission. Things like friendship and family and loyalty and love, and knowing that these are the things that make you powerful. And so you're either working on your art, or you're working on your life and getting yourself and your situation right so that you can do what you have to do. so that you can make music. And that's not to say that, everything else in life, is bullshit. But too much in this world is. And I know that Rob has all these things I mentioned before, to get you there, to make you a powerful person. And that's why I'm excited that Carolyn is joining our family, because she understands the nature of passion and appreciates Rob for his passion and appreciates him for it, and knows that he's not going to stop. He's not going to get down on himself or quit or mope around, start stinking thinking. He's going to remain positive and remain productive, and I'm quite sure that she knows that. Rob's going to find the good in the bad and everywhere else, and live that way, because when you really pursue your passion, that's all you can do to live as well as you can. And that's why I'm not the least bit worried about anything. I wish them all the best. And I want to thank every single one of you for coming and sharing this evening with us tonight. Thank you all so much. So a toast to my brother Rob and his wife Carolyn. I wish you both the best and everything. And I hope for you. I admire you. I'm privileged to have you in my life. I love you. And thanks so much, everybody. Take care.